What a surprise! Now look, what did I say to him about his woodworking hobby?
It wouldn't last very long.
It didn't last very long. I've got to show you some of this. Look at the state of that damage. That was Razer glorying in it. It was like the dance of the dying fly. What happened to your sting?
I never even got out of the corner. I couldn't get away.
Let me get in there and show you that the kind of damage that Killer Lot's been doing is absolutely gnarled. He hasn't got much of the inside. What do you reckon?
Nothing. Nothing.
There's nothing
it's
inside.
It's all superficial. A bit like the robot, really.
I was going to say, I couldn't have put it better myself.
So there we have confirmation, Razer and Raging Reality through. Next up, Cyrax, Weld-dor, Tetanus 2 and Ruf Ruf Dougal.
From North Hickenham in Lincoln, Cyrax.
Purple, pretty looking thing. Wonder if that'll count. Phillipa's in the pits to find out.
Cyrax team, you know who you're up against. Who are you most worried about?
Weld-dor there.
It's the Weld-dor team that you're worried about.
worried about that one.
Well, you've got a nice electric axe, which can keep going.
Yeah, we'll give it some.
Has two independent, powerful weapons, an electric pickaxe and pneumatic flipper. Low ground clearance of 1 centimetre, but this purple pyramid has a limited CO2 supply and the T-Max experience.
From Shrivenham in Oxfordshire, Ruf Ruf Dougal.
Oh, I can't wait to find out all about the doggy do's and don'ts.
You've made one modification. Now, I know this is going to look very uncomfortable, but I have to do this. What is the one modification that you've made?
We've moved the removable link from the front
Yes.
to just under there.
Yes. And that's it, is it?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, and the pink.
You think that's going to stand you up against that? Not a hope.
They also claim Dougal has an improved medieval dagger, spike and anti-flip device and a high-integrity safety cage, but is flammable. Ruf Ruf, gone in a puff.
From Ludlow in Shropshire, Tetanus 2.
Oh, now this is a mean-looking machine.
You have a fantastic robot here, and I want you to talk me through it very, very quickly before we go in. Come on.
Oh, well, it's bad and it's rusty.
It's bad.
We've got a forklift type apparatus on the front to immobilise them, catch them and maybe run them into the pit.
Yep.
And we've got a bit of a spike on the top
Look
that comes
at
down with
that.
It's over ton pressure.
Yeah, we can have a good look at that.
Strong, big, steel armour, multifunctional weapons with a forklift and spike crusher, two-wheel driven. But it's slow, too slow.
From Uri in Northern Ireland, Weld-dor 3.
Back fighting for a third time in Robotwars.
You worried about anyone in particular, or don't you really care?
No, we don't really care, because we've spent no time on it. We know very little about it, and if it gets smashed up, well and good.
Has speed at 18 miles an hour, 24-volt power from two electric motors, menace from a flipper, and 24-inch rotating blade. And experience, too. And unleashed from the house robot's cage. Dead metal with the pincers. And Sir Killer-Lot with the lance and claws.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
Ruf Ruf Dougal, off there with Weld-dor spraying steam. Tetanus 2 comes into the fray. Dougal up on one wheel or one paw, I'm not too sure. Turns away. Tetanus 2 looks impressive. Weld-dor shoved against the ref bot there. The ref bot can't take any aggressive action. It is there to mediate and count down, of course. Don't forget that. Tetanus 2 is doing a lot of aggression. Should this go to a judge's decision, that could prove decisive. Tetanus 2, for me, looks very good. And Weld-dor, for all their experience, they were once World Championship quarterfinalists, are impaled on the arena side wall. The team captain, David Lundy, will be disappointed. And on to the flame pit. Now, what's Ruf Ruf Dougal getting up to? Well, they're in with Cyrax as we see Weld-dor once again. Whoa! Dougal's tail's on fire! What's he going to do to put this out? Tail? The whole coat's on fire now. Where's the old dog going to go here? Well, I think it's going to have a something to chew about after this, Ruf Ruf Dougal. Oh, it looks painful. And there at the controls, the Dougal team. Grim as the spike comes out of the front. Modelled on a medieval dagger, they say. But this is an old story for flammable robots in the arena. You will be caught out, and you will be charcoal. And there, with the axe down, is Cyrax. They're in major trouble now. The Cyrax team are on top. We saw them. Poor old Dougal. Meanwhile, Tetanus 2, still a little private battle on Weld-dor. Did they have something worked out here, Cyrax and the boys from Tetanus 2? A plan? Because they've taken on separate opponents. Poor old Dougal's away. Only the eyes remain. Cyrax well controlled throughout. Now, Tetanus 2 has Weld-dor in the clutches of dead metal. This is a very good display by Tetanus 2. The team from Ludlow in Shropshire, Paul Snook, Conrad Snook and Luke Angel, the 15-year-old. I like the look of this machine. As I said before, it's got multi-functional weapons and it's depressed the pit release button. Oh, please put Dougal out of its misery. We haven't got a kennel, but we've got a pit, and down goes Weld-dor. Into the pit, Weld-dor out. They fought in Series 3, they fought in Series 4, and they're out in Series 6. Gone. Now,
Dear, oh dear.
look, he's gone white with fright. Poor old Dougal, good luck. I'll tell you something, though. It's still going. Is that just superficial damage? I wonder. And there are 3 machines still fighting out there. Cease's call. Which means, although Weld-dor's gone, it'll now go to the judges to decide which of the 3 remaining robots goes through. And the crowd knows it. And here are our 3 wise men, Professors Martin Smith and Noel Sharkin, Matt Irvin on the right.
Well, the judges have made their decision. They're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. Cyrax and Tetanus go through!
Named it Puff Puff.
Ruf Ruf. Ruf Ruf.
You sure you weren't thinking puff of smoke?
Puff of fire and things like that.
It was well and truly barbecued.
I think he's fared fairly well, though, don't you?
You know, the thing is, you know how we kind of focused on this back end? Now, look, we saw the back end before, and there's the back end now. And that was the one modification that you made.
Look at that.
Didn't do anything. What stinks. It absolutely stinks. Hello, hello. You're in such big trouble now.
Just a bit. We kind of hoped to win a few fights, and then it made it a bit easier on him, like. But
the thing is, he's stolen the robot from his brother, as we know, and left the house unguarded, so it could have been burgled.
Yes.
And with the robot in the pits in the very first battle.
In the first few minutes, looking very bad.
Are you just going to put it back in the garage and pretend it doesn't happen?
Hope he doesn't notice anything.
So there's confirmation. Cyrax and Tetanus 2 through. Let's have a look at the round 2 lineup now. In a moment, Raging Reality against Tetanus 2, but first up, an awesome task for Cyrax. Razer, Phillipa's with the underdogs in the pits right now.
So guys, you casually await round 2 of Robot Wars, the hit television series that could make you into overnight stars of the robot world. Yeah. Do you want to know who you're up against?
Go on then.
Razer.
Oh, lovely.
It's so false, isn't it, the smart? All right, yeah. That's really great. We're really pleased. Is the axe still working?
Yeah.
You're going to need it. It was to do some serious damage this time around, okay?
Right.
Okay. Let's go and talk to the Razer team. See how they're feeling. See, if I watch them as the cameras go off them, now they're collapsing. Now they're worried. Get up. Get up, man. Come along.
Yeah.
Round 2, and you're up against...
I don't know.
Cyrax.
Oh, right,
the blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, we thought we might be. We just had a feeling in our hamsters.
Why?
I had a good look round it earlier and I sussed out where all the bits were, so...
They're terrible. You're terrible
Yeah,
at
they were
doing
there.
that.
They were there, you know,
Why
so
did
they want
they
to
let
show
you
us.
do
That's
that?
right, they say, come and have a look at our machine.
So
and
you know exactly where to put the jewels. The jewels of doom for Cyrax. Or maybe not.
4 robots may have scraped through the melees, but now it's one-on-one. Let round 2 begin!
Bournemouth in Dorset, the #1 seed, Razer.
On the left, Vinnie Blood, Simon Scott, Ian Lewis, twice world champions.
From North Hickenham in Lincoln, Cyrax.
There's the Cyrax boys, Paul Wilcox and Ryan Pettifer.
Robotwars, stand by.
And here, for the first time ever in Robot Wars, the giant new house robots, Mr. Psycho and Growler, weighing in at over 1,000 kilos between them. Mighty, menacing, fearsome.